The Chase Ritz-Carlton Card has long been considered to be one of the best top-level luxury hotel credit cards on the market today. It has some tremendous upsides. In fact, it's the best in the game for several categories, but it has some significant downsides as well. And you kind of have to go through some hoops to get the card today. So I just became a Ritz card holder, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about the card and why I chose to get it. So if you would, please hit the like and subscribe button, and let me tell you all about it. So in the Marriott ecosystem, there are really two card issuers. There's American Express and there's Chase. And that's because years ago when Marriott absorbed another hotel chain, one was with American Express, the other was with Chase. So they kind of had contracts with both companies for credit card products, and they've kind of kept them both through the years. And this has produced kind of a little bit of a friction, a competition between the two, so that now you have cards all the way across the spectrum. You have kind of the low-level cards with each issuer, you have kind of mid-level cards, and then both of them have what you would call a top-tier luxury Marriott hotel card. And the one with the American Express system is called the Bonvoy Brilliant card. And it's an interesting card. $650 annual fee. It gives you platinum status with Marriott, which is not their highest status, but is a good status. It gives you $300 in dining credits broken up into $25 a month. And it also gives you an $85K free night cert. Now, these $85K free night certificates are really awesome because even though they won't purchase perhaps the highest level Marriott property, they will get you a very good night in a very, very swanky hotel. So for an $85K cert that you can top off with points to $100K, you can get a hotel worth at a minimum $500 a night, all the way up to $700, $800, $900, maybe even $1,000 a night. So that's a really good benefit and return on the card. Well, on the Chase side, their top level card is called the Ritz-Carlton. Now, that makes sense. It's a beautiful, sleek, black metal card, and it is branded by one of the top hotel brands, recognizable hotel brands in the world, and probably the most luxurious brand in the Marriott portfolio, and that is Ritz-Carlton. So looking at the card, you would expect that it's going to be the best of the best. And in some ways it is, and in some ways it's not. So let me explain that. Well, first of all, let me say how a person can acquire this card. It's not as easy as on the Amex side, where the Brilliant card, you can just apply for it. And if you're approved, you'll receive it. But on the Chase side, not so much. On the Chase side, what has to happen is you have to have another Chase card and keep that card at least a year and then call an upgrade. Now, once you've done that, I had the Boundless card. I've had it for probably 6 or 7 years. And I just called them and the upgrade was processed in like 5 minutes. And I think the card's supposed to come any day in the mail now. And it's just an easy process once you've had that other card for at least a year. I think it also has to have a $10,000 credit limit to qualify for the upgrade. So if both those things are true, then it's not difficult to get, but it isn't as easy as just simply applying for a card. Now, there are upsides and downsides to this card, as we mentioned. First of all, one of the upsides, it's only got a $450 annual fee. And for a top-level hotel card, that's really on the lower end of what kind of annual fees we expect from top-level cards, especially luxury cards. And as far as perks go, for that $450, you get a $300 travel credit that's it's billed as being for just incidentals like, upgrades, baggage fees, stuff like that. But there's a lot of data points that maybe they're a little loose on what they interpret in that. But the only downside to this credit is you do have to call in. There's a number on the card. It's pretty easy because I think it's a dedicated number. You don't have to wait a long time on hold, as far as I understand it. And so you just call in, tell them what you want them to take off, and many folks report that they do that pretty easily. So there's that credit. Now, the other big benefit of the card that's a real plus is this card gives, again, like its competitor with Amex, it gives an $85K free night cert that can be topped off to 100,000 points with your Marriott points. and that 85K free cert, you're going to get a really nice hotel stay if you look around. Now, don't use it for a Fairfield Inn or something like that. Use it for some high-level property. And you can find St. Regis's, that's one of their top-level properties, or JW Marriott's, or even Ritz-Carlton's for under that 85K, or at least under that 100K mark that you can use points to top off with. So that's a very good benefit worth well over $500 all by itself. There's one other fantastic, well, really two other fantastic benefits of this card. First of all, it has some of the best warranty and travel protections that there are. It has primary car rental insurance, so you can rent a car and just use this card and you don't have to worry about it. It's got great bag protection and delayed trip protection. Now, all of that is just industry standard. And also, it has really good like roadside hazard protection. So all of that's really good. But one of its great benefits is lounge access. It is considered by many to be one of the best lounge access cards that there are, because you can receive unlimited authorized users and they don't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you extra for authorized users on the card. And you get 2 guests into priority passes or into the Sapphire lounges that are available from Chase. And you also, all of your authorized users get 2 guests into those. So it used to be unlimited, but it's still very, very, very good. So one of the best lounge cards a person can have for only that $450. So it's a very, very good card. Now, as far as downsides, I think really the downsides would be highlighted by the fact that this card is hard to get. As we said, you can't just apply for it. I think a second downside is the earnings aren't all that great. You get 6x on Marriott purchases, you get 3x on flights, dining, and car rentals, and then you get 2x on everything else. And that doesn't sound too bad, especially the 2x on everything else, but it's a hotel card, and they're Marriott points, which are not even worth 1 cent a piece, maybe 3/4 of a cent if you're, being generous with them. So that earning potential is just not very good at all. And then there's what I think is the biggest downside of this card is I don't understand how Ritz-Carlton branded card, I mean, that is one of the most recognizable luxury brands in the world. It only gives you gold status with Marriott, not platinum status like its competitor with American Express. Gold status with Marriott is not very good. I mean, it might get you a bottle of water. It might get you an hour, earlier check-in or an hour later checkout or something. Maybe a room upgrade to a just barely better room if you're really lucky. It's just not very good. It doesn't give you any food credits or anything like that, or guaranteed upgrades or anything that's what would consider to be good. So that to me is the biggest downside of the card. If it had platinum, it would be unbelievably amazing. But I still think it's a very, very, very good card. So I'm excited about my Ritz-Carlton card. Tell me down below, is this the best card, luxury hotel card for luxury travelers? We're going to find out. I know Nona, my player too, she loves Conrad's and Waldorf Astoria's. We're going to be moving into the Marriott ecosystem with this card and see how she likes St. Regis's, JW Marriott's, and how she likes especially Ritz-Carlton. So let us know your experience with that down below. Please consider my channel membership. It's just $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. And I put out special videos just for channel members with strategy tips. I also release my videos early most of the time for my channel members. So consider that. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you here next time.